We begin our story today as the morning dawns, clear and crisp and filled with expectancy. Bidding farewell to their parents, Mary and Joseph promise they'll come home soon. However, although they did not realize it due to the threats of Herod, it will be years before they return. And now begins the journey of a lifetime. They will tread the roads of Galilee and the valleys and hills of Judea toward the city of David. And here, the incarnation, the miracle of all miracles, will occur as the Virgin gives birth to Bethlehem's lamb. They travel south, turning east and crossing the frigid waters of the Jordan, and then turn back south along the banks of the river. At night, they huddle together by a fire, drawing strength from their God and from one another. To herself, Mary thinks, Papa believes, Mama believes. Most of all, my Joseph believes, and we are together at last. Oh, Joseph, I'm so happy, she sighs, cuddling closer in his arms. And I as well, my darling. It's good to be on our own and away from the gossiping tongues. Here they are, two people in love, the chief characters in God's great love story. This is a story in which the author of the book will step into his own tale. The Word will become flesh and dwell among us. God will become human, fully God and fully man. He will make himself vulnerable to the pain and suffering of humanity. He will discover the feeling of a tear slipping down the skin of his cheek. He will lay down his life as a lamb, and in so doing, he will conquer sin and death, giving eternal life to all who believe in him. But all of this is far beyond the thoughts of Mary and Joseph at this point. They are hoping to arrive in Bethlehem before the baby comes, and their minds are filled with thoughts of the long journey ahead of them. Each morning as Joseph lifts Mary up to the donkey, her discomfort intensifies. As the donkey lumbers down the road, she can feel its heaving sides. With every jarring step, her insides jolt and pull. She holds her stomach as though to protect her baby, while her thighs ache and pain throbs through her body. I can't tell Joseph how I feel, she thinks. He already has enough on his mind. I don't want to worry him. Although both Mary and Joseph are filled with joy, the trip is slower and more difficult than usual, for Mary has to stop and stretch and walk. Finally, on the morning of the 5th day, they cross into Jericho and enter the hill country of Judea. Now, suddenly and unexpectedly, the roads throng with people swarming in from the hills and adjoining roads. I didn't expect such a crowd, Joseph thinks, not anticipating that most of this throng is headed toward Bethlehem to register in the census. Since the scattering of the 10 tribes of Israel, the majority of people in this land are from the tribe of Judah. They too will be journeying to the city of David, the place of their lineage. I have enough shekels to pay for a room at the inn, but what if there's no room? And what if her travail starts? How will I ever find a midwife to deliver the baby in this teeming mass of humanity? Who then will deliver the child? Joseph's face reddens, and his palms, holding the donkey's reins, begin to sweat. Why didn't I think of these things? He worries, flushing with shame. Please, God, help me, he silently screams. Oh, how I wish Hannah were here. His face looks drawn and lashed with fear. Joseph, what's wrong? Mary calls, sensing his dread. Well, I have to interrupt because we're out of time for today, but listen to the next 2 days as together we look into the incarnation of Jesus Christ, God the Son, coming to earth as Bethlehem's Lamb.